Welcome back, friends. We are going to make a quick tag today. This can go in your journal. It can go as a bookmark. You can tuck it into a card, some flowers. You can, I don't know, whatever you want to do with it. Be kind of cute on an envelope. But to get started, I have some fun Art to Basic watercolors. I have my handy dandy Sharpie as gel. I have a fun little dragon tail paintbrush. I know, is that the most fun name? And of course, my trusty stamps. And these cutie pie tags I got off of Etsy, which I will list in the description below. Now, I'm just using a regular piece of copy paper. It's not copy paper, I'm so sorry. I'm using just a regular piece of cardstock because I really wanted to make a tag and I can't find my watercolor paper right now. And I thought, you know what? This is probably what people have on hand. But if you have watercolor, feel free to use that as well. Now I'm going to get this really beautiful purple going. My echinacea are coming up in the garden, and I thought that is what I would like to copy. So it's just a matter of holding your brush horizontal to the paper with the tip up, picking a spot. See how light that tip is? So you're going to put that tip down, press, drag, and bring it back up. That is your first petal. Let's do that again. Ready? We're going to tip that tip down there, press it down, move it, lift it, and make a little bit of a tail. Now, if the tail didn't come out the way you wanted, just go back in and make a little bit more of a tail. I'm going to add some more color. I have not dipped it back into water yet. And I have flipped my brush so that I can start on this side. Tip down, press, lift, and a little tail. I like how it feels just a little drippy. My brush feels a little dry, so I put just a tiny bit of water in it. I don't want this too wet. Now again, I flipped it over to, so this corner on this side, this corner is on the right, but I'm going to flip it to the left again. And I'm going to move my paper a little bit. And again, just down and up. And that's a fun one. Now, if you want to add color to it, I'm going to put a little bit of this pink in here right at the top. Just to give it a little bit of dimension. Okay, now I'm going to wash that brush out. I have a really pretty dark blue in here. So this is what the dark blue looks like. It's really fun. But what I'm going to do is put it in with my purple and mix it up here in my tray so that I get a really dark purple. And I'm going to start the middle of my flower. And I'm just going to dot it with the little tail end. Like so. So that gives me an idea of how round I want it to be. I'm going to wash it out. I'm going to dip it back in the purple, and I'm going to make this a little bit rounder, you know, because a lot of times, okay, I'm just going to move my paper because that's how I roll. A lot of times you see the flower, right? But you kind of see the back petals here. So I'm just going to make those a little flat, just little triangles. Okay, and I'm going to add my pink into this. Okay, here you have your cone flower. I'm going to add a little bit more color here. A little bit of my pink. Okay, now I'm going to wash my brush out and take this gorgeous green and come in right into here and make the stem. I'm not going to do the leaves because we don't really have room for that. And the other thing I'm going to do is just take that straight blue and put some of it in the middle just to darken it. And that, my friends, is a coneflower. Now let's go dry this and I'll show you how to outline it. So the way I'm going to outline this is I'm taking my Sharpie S gel. Let me see if I can get this at a better angle for you. And I'm just going around the edges. And when I outline, I like a ragged edge. I don't care for a super straight edge, but if that is not you, feel free to make yours a little more straight edge. I'm going to do a little bit of the stem. This last leaf, a couple little lines in here. And then I'm just going to make some little marks in the middle. All right, so now I'm going to cut this out. And when I cut it out, I'm going to go around all the black lines. So I'm going to get as close as I can and leave just a tiny little bit of white. Alrighty, so I have cut out my flower. Here's how we're going to finish out the tag. I'm going to decide which one I want this on. It's a little big, but that's okay. I think it's going to make a really nice statement. So I'm going to put it on this big one. So I'm going to cut out this tag. That's what I'm going to use underneath this. So you could leave it like that. Stamp your word here, but I like to add just a little bit to this. This is a little wide, so I'm going to cut this right here. This is a piece of muslin that I have with some fusible webbing on it, and I'm just going to make it kind of scrappy. I'm going to put some glue down on it. I'm going to put it on the bottom. Again, play with it. You might like it like this. I'm going to put it down here on the bottom. Then I'm going to use this and glue on my flower. If you end up stamping your word on the muslin or ribbon that you've glued down, make sure that's nice and dry, because otherwise it's going to mess up with your stamping. Ouch, sorry, hit it with my head. Yeah, because it'll look wet. So I have just a little teeny tiny spot that I'm going to add my stamp to. What am I going to put on here? So the word I'm going to put on here is time. And that is going to remind me. So I'm going to use this for myself, but if you want to use it for someone else, you could put joy, you could put fun, happy. That's always kind of cute. But since I'm going to use this for myself, I'm going to do the word time, just as a reminder to myself to take time to enjoy my time, to protect my time, and to be grateful for my time. So there you go, friends. That's it for this. You can, like I said, you can add it to a card. You can add it to your art journal. You can add it to, you can make it into a to from tag on a gift. All kinds of things. Let me know what you like to use tags for. Maybe I'm going to hear something fun and unique. So again, don't forget, like and subscribe, and come on back and we will make more fun things together.